The real Meghan Markle might be being exposed, with insiders alleging devastating behavior from the self-exiled duchess. Unflattering accusations are nothing new for Meghan, but the recent accusations might be the most damning yet. This time, it's a new book about the Duchess of Sussex that is throwing shade her way. The new book, Courtiers: The Hidden Power Behind the Crown, by respected Times journalist Valentine Lowe, doesn't cast the former actress in a flattering light whatsoever. While the author professed a balanced approach during the writing of the book, Lowe's reporting is already making claims that seem destined to damage the reputation of the Duchess. Some further the theory that Meghan is a bit of a diva, despite her protestations about the use of that particular label. Of course, this isn't the first book to try and take down the Duchess. With Tom Bower's recent biography, Revenge: Meghan, Harry, and the War Between the Windsors, having also fanned the flames against Meghan. Bower's account of the Duchess of Sussex's life included claims that she refused to reconcile with her father, despite pleas from senior royals, that she despised being compared to her sister-in-law, the new Princess of Wales, and that Prince Harry's school friends found Meghan to be humorless and pretentious. It also included accounts from former associates that Meghan could be cold, mean, and calculating. With its sources reportedly being people deep within the halls of royal power, Lowe's book adds to the growing body of work supporting the theory that Meghan might be, well, pretty awful. In excerpts from the new buzzy book on the block, Valentine Lowe alleges that the Duchess was a nightmare when it came to how she treated staff.
There are bruised and battered people out there who are some of them are still in quite a fragile state.
One incident described to Lowe revolved around Meghan allegedly complaining about not being compensated for carrying out royal duties, reportedly saying, "I can't believe I'm not getting paid for this." This would have been in 2018, right after Meghan Markle and Prince Harry said, "I do," and embarked upon an Australian tour. According to a source who talked to Lowe about the tour, the Duchess of Sussex seemed like a monster behind her public persona. The insider said, although she enjoyed the attention, Meghan failed to understand the point of all those walkabouts and shaking hands with countless strangers. Another so-called insider told Lowe about how Meghan and Harry acted toward those who worked for them. According to the writer, the source said, there were a lot of broken people. It's important to note that the sources quoted in the book are anonymous, but supposedly well-placed within the royal institution. But if what Lowe writes is true, well, Meghan is not nearly as innocent as her accounts of mistreatment from the firm would lead royal fans to believe. Another source told the author about relentless mistreatment from both of the Sussexes, not just Meghan, with fury that went far beyond the typical dressing down at work. One source recalled a harrowing, prolonged clash with the royals, saying, "Every 10 minutes, I had to go outside to be screamed at by her and Harry." According to the new book, the Duchess reportedly put down staffers and acted in a very condescending manner, to the extent that Prince William and, on one occasion, the Queen herself reportedly stepped in to intervene. One account claims that Private Secretary Samantha Cohen was especially afflicted by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex behaving badly, with a source saying she felt like she was working for teenagers and that she was left miserable by the experience. Perhaps tellingly, Cohen stepped down from her post in 2019 after having worked for the royals for 20 years. Meanwhile, Lowe also alleges that attempts to correct Meghan's insufferable manners fell on deaf ears, with the Duchess of Sussex saying when confronted, "It's not my job to coddle people." Ultimately, excerpts published in the Times ahead of the book's release next month do not do Meghan any favors, including claims that she left staffers terrified, shaking, and even feeling abused, all of which would go against the kinder public persona she's worked so hard to convey.